Now, the most brothers riding around in Benz, Beamers with their friends at your age, legally not a rental and on your name, cashed out is a dream, but you made it a reality.
For sure.
Do you sell drugs?
Hell nah.
Do you play basketball?
Nah.
Football?
Nah.
In the league?
Nah.
Young CEO Smooth, thank you so much for coming on the podcast, and I appreciate your time here. I know you're busy, and thank you for just actually being able to fit that in.
Appreciate you, Slam.
And one thing that is crazy and fascinating to me, how you're like 18, 19 years old in college and running a business. And what I'm more proud of is you doing it the right way and not risking your freedom illegally and being able to make smart decisions. What's it like being a smart guy instead of the fly guy that sells drugs and ruins their life at such a young age?
I mean, it's a good feeling, cause to know that your bank account, everything that's coming in there is legal. You feel me? But like, ever since a young age, my peoples wasn't having that fly guy shit, or they wasn't having that trapper shit. But I mean, I do trap though. Legally.
Well, that's because we Haitians.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, Haitians got to be strict with their people.
Exactly. So like, I never came out like trying to trap illegally, stuff like that. But I mean, now in 2020, or like when you get older, you just gotta find like smart ways to make money, because there's a whole lot of money and a lot of ways to make it. So it's kind of like you just gotta know how to do it, because I feel like doing illegal like drugs, or I mean trapping, is kind of like, I don't know, the easy way out. It's good though. It's good for
Easy way out. You say easy way out because you feel like the money comes a lot faster.
Yeah.
But a lot of times brothers don't realize that they're taking a risk when they're selling drugs.
Yeah, for sure.
And it could be that little quick money, but then when you do take that risk and then you get caught up, you could be quickly facing, like, it could quickly change your life. You could catch a felony. You could, a lot of things could happen.
Yeah, exactly, because I don't want to be in jail right now. I got too much going on, so I'd rather I'd rather go the long way than the short way. Feel me? But the money, I do be seeing the money good though. A lot of I done seen some trappers and some scammers too. They be making bread. But hey, you just got to keep looking the other way.
How old were you when you actually thought about starting your own company, Sauce Supply?
I mean, I want to say 16.
16?
Like freshman year.
How did that actually happen? Was it a vision amongst you and your friends? Did you guys plan it out?
Yeah, matter of fact, it wasn't even freshman year. It was before freshman year too, matter of fact. Cause I remember
before freshman year, you had this idea.
Yeah.
When you had this idea, now, did you feel like you were crazy? Did you not think it was gonna happen, or you knew it was gonna happen?
I knew it was gonna happen. Like I had a feeling. Like I always had like a feeling I want to create something. I want to create like some apparel. Like I always did. But I specifically remember like during the summer, I was visiting my cousin's house.
The summer of 8th grade, going to freshman.
Yeah. And I remember we had came about this website. I'm like, damn, I could curse?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's my podcast.
I'm like, shit. I'm like, oh shit, like this place I could trap out shirts for the Lolo. But then
when you say trap out shirts, how did that process work?
So basically,
because normally when you trap, you try to get something for a cheaper price, and if you can, you sell it at a higher price.
Well, yeah, that's business.
Business in general.
Exactly.
So you said trapping with shirts. How did that process? You being in 8th grade, about to be a freshman, how did that come about? So
I found this company that was offering a specific amount of shirts for a specific amount of money that I know that
so
money.
Like wholesale?
Yeah, basically. And they was adding another package deal for like designs and stuff like that. So theoretically, like if somebody were to go and buy a shirt for a dub, that's 20. I could really like make 2 times that, because the people that was selling me the shirts, they was selling like, let's just say like $7 per shirt.
Now, would you get like basic shirts and then you would design it, or would you get it already designed and you just sell it at a higher price?
They blanks, but you would have to give them the design too. So I was the one doing the design work too.
Oh.
But they offer the design work with the package.
Was it like a software program where you could work on the designs that they offered, or was it something you had to do on your own?
Yeah, they had it. They had like a design software program. It was like a basic thing where you could upload little things. They have little clip arts, whatever. But I thought it was super cool though. But that was the beginning.
And was that how you got the money to start up the company, or was that just you wanted to know how to get in the business of running your own business, so that's what you did to learn?
So my startup capital came. It wasn't. To be honest, there's some businesses where you could pull up without no startup capital because you know you're gonna get it.
And what do you mean by startup capital? You mean as in money you don't have to offer, or?
Startup capital is the money that comes in before the business, the money that you put into the business, basically.
Okay.
So like the money that you allocate specifically towards that business.
The money you invested in.
Right.
All right.
So I didn't have. I mean, the startup capital that I had was from me making beats actually, because I was making beats in.
You was making beats.
I started making beats in 8th grade. I still do.
That's crazy.
So like it was me and my another cousin. So we was making beats. I remember we was making beats in middle school. You remember Mrs. Shannon?
Yeah, definitely. I was in Carver Middle School.
Yeah, I was in Carver making thumb beats. Then like I had made like a couple $100, whatever, cool. Then
You made a couple $100 off beats?
Yeah. Cause you get the selling in on SoundCloud or BeatStars.
How much would you sell a beat for?
It go for like, basically how it goes is if you want to lease the beat, then it'll go for like a dub or whatever.
Right.
But if you want to buy the whole beat, I'll sell it for double that. So 40, maybe 50, depending on the beat or depending on the person too, because you can market to different people.
I definitely did remember that you used to do work with beats, because back in the days I used to try to get little beats from you and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy. So that's how you made up the money to start up the company, or?
Yeah.
So by doing beats and by doing these shirts that you were selling with your designs on it.
Yeah, actually I didn't start designing the shirts yet. So I like that was just an idea at the time.
That was just an idea.
Yeah.
So when did you actually start doing everything and actually start up Sauce Supply?
So then I hit up my boy Sauce Man. And then I hit him up. I'm like, yo, I sent him the designs. He's like, yo, these hard right here. Because I seen he was doing his own little thing too. But that was my boy too. I was like,
does he do designs? Like, what does he do?
He's more of a marketer. Yeah.
So he kind of like reads the market, knows how to promote stuff.
Right.
Knows when to put stuff out. Has a lot. I wouldn't say clout, but
yeah.
Uses
you could say clout.
Uses social media to their advantage.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I hit him up. I'm like, yo, I'm trying to start something up. He like, for sure, let's start it up. Then he went to my other boys too. That's Merc and Shub, and then we just started rolling from there.
How did you know that you was able to trust these guys with starting the company?
Well, I mean, I was already fucking with Sauce Man, and I was already fucking with Merc too and Shub. But I mean, I feel as if that we set boundaries first, as far as like where everybody was.
You guys had to build a trust factor within each other.
Yeah, we was friends, but we was friends from different things. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't business partners yet. So we had to develop that, just like any other person would want to develop their business partnership with like somebody else, you feel me? But it's better if you guys are friends too.
So do you think it's easier to work with friends, or do you think because you guys all had the same dream and goal, you guys were willing to put in the work, and no matter who was slacking or whatever, y'all still had to put out the effort and outcome?
I mean, I feel like it's a 50-50 thing. It's like,
because sometimes with making a team, you put expectations on people, and then sometimes when they don't meet up to certain standards or certain measurements or certain deadlines, within forming a team or a company, you got to put up the slack and like help out. And
yeah, I mean, yeah, that makes, because we had some problems like that too. But I just feel like the skill outweighed that type of stuff. You get what I'm saying? Because I chose them, or they chose, or we built up this little partnership for a reason, because we all knew what we could do. So we all know what we could put to the table. It's just a matter of who wants it at that point, because you can't make somebody want it.
And you guys all contributed different things to this company.
Yeah.
So how long has Sauce Supply been running? Because I remember in school, a lot of people would have on the shirts and clothing.
Yeah. So we started in April 20th, 2016. That's when we unveiled.
Damn near 4 years ago.
Yeah, literally.
Damn, that's good.
Yeah.
So how old were you in 2016? You was like
16.
16 years old with your first company.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Actually, I think I was 15.
15?
2016, yeah, I was 15. April 20th, 2016, I was 15.
And it was that same group of friends and you guys just... So how did that come about with starting it? You guys... Like, what was the couple of steps and process as a 15-year-old you guys all had to take within starting this business?
Well, first thing we had to get it, registered, of course. Then we had to get some designs running. So we had cooked up some designs, whatever. So then we had to figure out how we was going to sell it. And from the very beginning, we wanted to be different. So we didn't want to like start trapping out like the DMs. Nah, we don't do none of that. So off the rip, we had made a website. And then we had put the shirts on the website, you feel me, set everything like that up.
What was the name of the website? Sauce Supply, or was it a different name?
SauceSupply.co. Yeah, we never changed it. And then we had the website running 420. And then we had the shirt that we had made. It was like one shirt at the time. And then, dang. You can hear me?
Yeah, I can
out?
hear you. Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. You're good.
All right. So then we had the website running. And then after we had the website running, what happened after that? Oh, yeah.
You guys started off with one shirt.
Started off with one shirt. And then we did the promoting at the schoolhouse. And then that was it.
So did that just, when you guys were doing one shirt, did that quickly sell out? Or was that something you guys had to wait and just see? Like, how did you guys work out the profit and working on getting more shirts and more clothing? Because now you guys have like suits, these hats, I'm pretty sure like a whole bunch of different stuff. So how did going from just selling one shirt like move on to selling all of these different things?
So, I mean, from the jump, we knew that we wanted to do like a whole different stuff. It was just that, we was some 15-year-olds, you feel me? We didn't even really have cars yet.
You guys didn't feel the pressure about being 15, 14,
Pressure?
starting your own company?
I feel like if you're passionate about what you want to do, or if it's an idea, a creative idea that you like, you're not really thinking about the money, then I feel like there's no pressure because it's something that you want to do. You get what I'm saying? Because you're not going to stay. I heard something like this happen. Somebody told me this the other day. Somebody said they'll rather, stay up late, sleepy, working on their car, but they can't stay up late working on paperwork. You know what I'm saying? So even though you're losing sleep, you're working on your car, you're working on something you're passionate about. But if you at your job, staying up late and being passionate, I mean, you can't be passionate about what you, don't want to do. So I feel like it was just like a stepping stone, if you will.
And it was that passion that all of you guys had that just made you guys just want to say,
exactly,
we're going to do this. And you guys haven't looked back. You guys always, I see every year doing better. I think you guys got a couple of models.
Yeah. So
do you guys plan on maybe doing a pop-up store or opening a store?
Yeah, I got some plans. To do that too. I wanted to do it this year, to be honest, but the COVID situation messed up my plans.
Oh, pandemic killing everybody plans.
Yeah, I was coming in hot this year. No cap. I was coming in hot. I had everything ready. January, February, I had everything ready. I was ready to pop out. As a matter of fact, I started popping out February. Then March, boom, COVID. I was like, damn. Then I had to do some transporting, but it's whatever. You still got to try.
How did you, within, I would say still being a small business, how did you guys work through that during COVID? Like,
oh, nah, this year?
Was it hard? Was the company was still doing good?
Yeah.
Did you guys have to put in more effort, or was the pandemic when it first came around and just killed y'all?
Definitely more effort. It didn't kill us, for sure. It just killed the progress, if you will, because, it
kind of made you guys a little stagnant.
Not stagnant. Matter of fact, I feel like I did my best work during the COVID situation because everybody was home. So not everybody was busy.
You weren't in school?
Nah, because I was in FAMU, and then I had to come down in March, like the first week of March or something like that. So like I came down with, my pieces, and then I just changed up my location basically. And
so you guys switched locations when you were in college?
What you mean?
Like-
Yeah, basically, like I was up there, so I was doing everything up there.
So
But-
during COVID, you had to come back down.
Yeah, I had to come back down.
Was
but-
the business different when you came back down, or was it pretty much the same because everybody knew you as Sauce Supply,
Yeah.
whether it was on college campus or being in high school?
Yeah, my marketing plan for this year, it wasn't like to be local. I wanted to, branch out a little more and get more of a different, target market because I was in a college campus. You could reach out more people and stuff like that. But this year, I happened to, I don't want to say local, but like we branched out a little more. But most of our sales was from around the way because, when I was coming down, I basically made a big push. When you run ads based off location. So, I put the location was where I was at. So it was getting.
So
most of
you
our
ran a
traffic
lot
here.
more ads down here when you
for
during
sure.
the pandemic.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Because when you're doing ads, like let's just say you're doing Instagram ads, whatever, you got to put where you want to put the ads. So I just put Palm Beach. So, most of my market that's getting, the marketing is from Palm Beach. So that's what I was saying. Like it was the same way. Everybody was knowing that it was Sauce Supply coming out with shit. Feel me?
Definitely. So, what type of sacrifices did you guys have to make in the beginning of starting Sauce Supply? Was there any sacrifices, or you guys didn't really much have nothing to lose? I said, "Fuck it."
Yeah, we had nothing to lose for real. We had nothing to lose because it's not like when you selling clothes, you don't really have to have a startup capital for real unless you really want to come out with a bang. A lot of people that testing the waters, they'll do on calls or they do on orders, which means that they'll put out something that they don't got. Basically, you get what I'm saying?
So people sell stuff online, but they don't have it.
Nah.
How does that work?
So I'm about to tell you the sauce right now.
Is this how people make money online at home?
Yeah, that's how drop shipping works actually too.
Drop shipping. I definitely heard of drop shipping.
Yeah, so how drop shipping works, I'm about to start with drop shipping. So drop shipping, it basically is you selling something that you don't have, like essentially. So what you would do is you would set your sights on a specific product, whatever it is. Let's just say this chapstick right here, right? I don't got this chapstick. Let's just say I don't got this chapstick. So now I put a website out. Obviously there's a million pictures of chapstick. Granted, there might be a picture that doesn't look like this chapstick, or you can even find something that's this chapstick, right? Then you take that picture, you put it online, and then you say whatever, and then you or me, whoever it is that you're targeting. Me, obviously, I have chapstick. I'm like, shit, I might need another chapstick. So now I'm searching up chapstick, and that's what I see.
Off Amazon, eBay.
Yeah. So now I'm like, okay, let me buy this chapstick. I mean, I got nothing to lose for real. And you got nothing to lose for real, too, because you don't got it. You feel me? So let's just say this chapstick costs 10 cents to buy. Right?
Chapstick costs like 10 cents to buy.
Shit, I don't know.
Wholesale?
Probably.
Is that how it is when you got do drop shipping? The things become like.
I mean, yeah, but most of the time, if we be honest, some of the stuff that we buy right now is not how much it costs to make. That's everything.
Because a lot of it comes from China.
Right. So them beats that you bought for what, $200?
Oh, 400.
Oh, my bad, big boss.
Nah, not a big boss. But I didn't even buy it. Somebody bought it for me, but they definitely spent 400 on it.
Exactly. So that $400 is not how much it would cost to make. So whoever it is that's making the products or getting the profits, let's say Beats by Dre, he's getting what? Let's say if it would cost like $10 to make, he making $390. Now,
so you're saying it really probably costs like a lot, way cheaper to make a lot of these things.
Sure. Yeah, it's Apple phones, cups, whatever this desk that you paid probably $200 for, them lights, whatever it is, it costs way less. Because look, if you think about it, it's not like you're getting finesse. It's really just the supply and demand chart in America. You know what I'm saying? Or you could, it's either the supply and demand chart in America or the supply and demand chart that you make. And that's how business works. You create the prices that you want to sell.
Definitely.
Because I'll give you an example. If I'm an expert in marketing, that's my major, graphic design and marketing. So if I wanted to sell you this phone right here, obviously I could sell you this for $1, right? I could really sell it to you for $1 if I really wanted it gone. But if I really needed the money, I could sell to you this phone for $500, cracked and everything. Why? Because why am I selling it to you? I'm selling it to you because you might need a phone, right? So I'm gonna put myself in a position to put you in a position to want that phone. Because when you're selling somebody,
it's all about selling the dream and the fantasy
you're not
of what you obtain when you get that item.
right. You're not selling the phone. You're selling your wants. So I'm like, okay, so what you need? How much gigs do you need? Give me an example. How much gigs do you need?
Like 64.
This got 128. So you getting double of what you want.
True.
What color you want?
Blue.
Well, shit, we don't got blue, but this product, reg, this worth more. You feel me? So if you were to sell this, you would be making double what I'm selling you right now. So I mean, it's crack, yeah, but you can get this fixed for $80 more, and $80 more is still less than what you would buy new.
Hold on, just put up your microphone for a second.
My bad.
And twist the knot at the side, not right here, right at the end.
There you go.
Yeah.
So now, by the time you fix the screen, oh yeah, this is much better.
Yeah.
By the time you fix the screen, it's still gonna be worth less than how much you would have bought at the Apple Store. So it's your choice. You want to go spend more or spend with me.
It's
and that's how you sell.
One thing that's crazy with you explaining all of these things, I realize I wouldn't say you're like a trapper because you don't sell drugs.
I'm a legal trapper.
But the way you think of all of these, or the way you know these drop shippings or all of these different things, or like wholesale and just, I would say just flipping the wholesale price and selling it, or just being able to like do all of that stuff, I really, like, that's really something that's, I would say that's good to have, and that's a great mindset because it's not that you're in the streets, but anything with technology or the stuff that's more towards the future, you can flip it. It's like doing real estate, even with houses. It's basically the same method and the same thing.
Exactly. You just gotta have a whole lot of stuff in your head so you can make money. For sure.
Do you plan on staying in Florida after college, or do you plan on moving?
I feel like I'll stay in Florida for the simple fact that I got connects here.
Connects?
Well, not. I mean, I
was that because of college, like networking, or?
Yeah, college networking. I mean, I've been here most of my life, all of my life. Yeah, most of my life. So
you don't want to leave?
I mean, I want to leave. Like if I'm
California.
California sales tax.
New York.
Not playing. New York.
Oh yeah, dirty. I mean that's why a lot of Californians are leaving now.
Exactly.
But Florida, that's one thing too. Florida won't got no federal tax, I think.
Oh God, yeah, and business, you could funnel a lot of stuff down here in Florida. That's why people come to Florida too, and sales tax 6% too. But besides all that other stuff too, I mean, I feel like Florida a good place to be. I mean, I could probably move on to like a bigger market, like if I'm, when I'm getting bigger, do some other connects.
What's a bigger market for you? You think?
The places you said, LA, like, Cali. I mean, LA.
So for now, you want to pretty much grow and get Florida in your hand, and then
because Florida not a bad place if you think about it. You can make what you.
There's a lot of old people here.
Well, it's what you make of it. It's what you make of it for real. Because I mean, there's a lot of stuff you could do over here. I mean, it's by the water. We have a nice.
We got
scenery.
A beach. We got beaches and shit.
So like, I mean, it's not a bad place. I wouldn't want to move. It's
crazy because a lot of people say that. It's funny, not crazy, that a lot of people say Florida is really like a crazy state. We got one of the most craziest people. And it's weird because I don't really see that. Well, down in, I mean, there is some crazy people. There's a lot of crazy shit that happens.
Yeah.
But I feel like down in like Palm Beach and stuff, there's not that much that really goes on.
Because it's the young niggas that's popping right now. And Palm Beach, the Palm Beach not really like for the old niggas. The old niggas out the way. It's for us, the young niggas, to be popping out like that for real. Because they done made their money. It's time for us to make money now. You get what I'm saying? So it's when we popping shit, that's what like you're gonna see. But as far as like what's going on, it's really the young niggas moving the city right now.
Definitely. What do you do on the side when you're not the CEO of Sauce Supply?
I do a lot of shit on the side. I be creating. I'm a creative director too. I got another business, Smooth Incorporated. That's people coming to me to do any type of art. You feel me? Like logos.
I seen on social media you do like editing, you do like video work.
Video editing, YouTube videos, logos, cover arts. If they in Palm Beach and they logo or they cover art look fire, they most likely came to me.
You definitely did my logo.
On God. On God.
Is that necessary though for you to have a business and for you to keep working on the side, or is that because you want money? You're like,
nah, it's not about money. It's about passion, really. Because
so you like to work. You like doing these cover arts. You like work. You like making art. You like doing it, making money. You like the art stuff.
Yeah, because mostly why I'm doing it because I really don't have to. Honestly, if we being honest, if it's about the money, I'm tiring myself out. Cause I make money elsewhere. There's cause you gotta have more streams of income. Right now I'm probably touching 6, but
six different streams of income
for sure. Cause you can't have money coming one way, cause that could be blocked.
So if you had all your eggs in the Sauce Supply basket, do you think you would be fucked, or it would still be a good thing?
No, it'd still be a good thing. Matter of fact, I'm trying to my biggest struggle is balancing all my streams of income so I could have more.
I was gonna say, how do you manage your time with you having not just say the 6 streams of income, but you doing all of these things and running your business and being in school? How do you manage your time? Like, how often? Do you sleep a lot? Do you sleep 3-4 hours?
Nah, to be honest, I don't really sleep. The people around me trying to make me sleep more, but my schedule really is.
Are you up late at night?
That's when I work the best.
You're a nocturnal person.
For sure. So
that's what I was saying about myself too. Like, for whatever reason, when I try to focus on certain things or whenever I just really get in the spirit of writing or reading, it's at night. Like from 11 to 7, I'm up.
Yeah, me too. Cause you got to think about it though. When it's nighttime, everything's shut down. Literally, and
I feel like the whole city is quieted. That whole energy.
Right.
I feel like during daytime you gotta be up. You gotta be working. You gotta be working out.
Yeah.
You gotta run around. You gotta do errands. You gotta clean. You gotta do this. But at nighttime, it gives the chance for us to really get a chance to relax and just see on that inner side of what the fuck is really going on in my brain and how do I feel.
I feel like 12 to 7 is dead space or dead time because everybody else sleep. So
you're working while everybody else is sleeping.
Exactly. So
and you feel like you get an advantage from doing that?
This overtime, because when I'm working while you sleeping, I'm basically getting extra hours more than you.
Fucking insane.
If you think about it too.
Yeah, no, that's a good way to think of it. That's a good way to think of it. But that's crazy though.
When you wake up from whatever, let's just say you early, bro. You waking up at 8. You feel me?
Early bird gets the worm first.
So but look though, I was already up waiting for the worm. So by the time you woke up to try to get the worm, I done already ate it.
Predator.
Exactly. You get what I'm saying? So I could, if we speaking hypothetically, so I done already got the worm, and I'm sleeping, so I could get the next worm because I could wake up in the eat in the noontime while you was already up trying to get another worm because you done missed out on the first worm.
You already ate 3-4 times.
Exactly. So how I feel about it is when I'm working at night, one, it's better creatively because my phone be jumping in the daytime, so it be losing my train of thought in my track.
Do you turn your phone off? You don't like to put your phone on Do Not Disturb?
No, my phone be on Do Not Disturb, and sometimes I don't really be answering people texts unless it's something that I need to, or we speaking about something business wise, or you a good friend of mine, but I don't be really answering people texts like that anymore. And I used to have never mind, we're not even gonna speak on that. We're not even gonna speak on that. But I really should have 2 phones, but I feel like I'm doing a good job. I feel like I'm gonna get another phone soon.
So you're gonna have 3 phones?
2.
Oh, 2. Oh yeah, because right now you just got 1.
Yeah, I mean I got 1, but I got other phones, but I just don't use them how I should use them because I feel like I should separate some of the stuff that go through my phone too, because right now I be getting too much notifications. So I might miss out on something, but I'm doing a good job keeping track of it. Though.
Probably get like a business phone and then a phone where you do editing, a phone where you
Yeah,
like.
yeah. That's why I'm trying to like separate all my streams and like all the stuff I do but I'm doing that online though. But I should do that with a phone. Yeah, I should do that with a phone. But I don't really have that problem with people calling my phone though, because I don't really like when people call my phone.
But when you have different phones, I wouldn't say. Well, when you have different phones, you kind of know who's calling and for what reason,
True.
and that's why you have. Well, not even with different phones, you can have two numbers on like two different SIM cards nowadays.
True, but not for iPhone though.
Not for oh,
Yeah, that's for like other phone, them LGs.
if
Yeah,
you're a
I
business
feel-
person, just get it right. That's
But
crazy.
I mean, I used to have an assistant. That's what I was gonna say. I used to have an assistant, but she not my assistant no more. She was lacking a little bit.
What happened with that? She didn't meet the expectations.
No. We cool. But like, I work fast. You get what I'm saying? And I like to make money.
Well, somebody who has 6 streams of income. How old are you? You're like
I'm 19 now.
you're 19. 6 streams of income at 19. You kind of got to move at a fast pace. I don't
Exactly.
think a lot of people are able to
Yeah.
keep up with you or even know what you're talking about when you be saying or having these ideas.
Yeah, that makes sense too. But I mean, it's just the commitment, because I'm not finna pay nobody that I don't see that's gonna be continue to put in the work. But I mean,
When you can kind of do it yourself.
yeah, exactly. But I do need another assistant. I might fuck around and hire her again.
I would say in the future, just don't over exhaust yourself, because as you get older, because right now you're young, you're 19, you're just starting life, you're like fresh. But as you get older and you're working and you're not really sleeping, I'm not saying it's gonna catch up, but it would help you if you get a chance to balance everything. And I wouldn't say hire her again, but you can get somebody that you trust that like is
Nah, that's
able
like
to keep
that's
up.
like the only person that I would trust though.
Okay,
But it's
okay.
just like it wasn't nothing too crazy. It was more like mentality wise. She just gotta get what I'm on. You get what I'm saying? I'm on some money, so I just
a lot
gotta
of times
get her
people don't
mind
see
right.
your vision.
Yeah.
A lot of times it's hard to get people to wanna. Sometimes you can see something and it's like you got an idea and you're pointing at it and it's like you're trying to get people to fucking look at it. It's like you're the only one that can see the dream, and then a lot of times you got to put in that work, and then somebody's gonna come up and be like, "Yeah, I help you. I can do this. I can do that," and it be like that sometimes.
Yeah, but I mean, if that don't work out, then I'm gonna try figure it out myself. But most likely that's what I'm probably gonna do. It depends though. It depends.
How big of a role did your older brother play in your life?
A big one for sure. Cause
Did he help you like stay motivated? Did he like give you pointers of what not to do, right from wrong, or?
With my brother, I just feel like I don't know. I feel he more like a mentor to me.
A mentor?
Cause when my brother left for college, that's when I started getting lit. So I feel like it was kind of like a preparation.
Getting lit as in you working hard, or
Yeah,
you
yeah,
like trying
that's
to
when
figure out what you was trying to do?
Yeah,
or?
after he left, that's kind of like, it's kind of like, how Birdman was under Young Money. I mean, Birdman was under Lil Wayne. And then like, yeah,
Lil Wayne was on
Wayne,
the yeah, I
my
got
bad,
you.
my
Lil
bad.
Wayne was on the Birdman, but definitely.
And then Lil Wayne like just branched off and did his own thing. You feel me? Now Birdman just off to the side. Besides the money part,
He's still like a CEO doing his
yeah,
thing.
exactly. It's kind of
So-
like me. So my brother was kind of, he basically put me in the game. He taught me some game. He put me on some game as far as how to be a man, how to talk the way I talk. And then he left, and I just took all that he gave me, and I turned to Smooth. Now
So
I'm really
none
lit.
of the business stuff and all of the things you're doing with editing, that didn't come from your brother?
Nah. It was more so he was more so teaching me the game and like how to maneuver. It was me that pulled up with the skills after he left.
I mean, I definitely feel like having a brother or having a father definitely is important, because there's somebody, I wouldn't say who's ahead of you, but in life they've gotten to experience more things and they're able to set you on the right track and help you be careful on walking on a thin line of what you should do and what you shouldn't do, which is what's very important.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like with my dad, I'll credit my dad all the time because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be so disciplined and I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing because my dad is a disciplined young man. Well, he's not young no more.
It's your pops.
Yeah, my pops, he definitely like taught me how to be disciplined because my dad used to be a teacher.
He used to be a teacher?
Yeah, he was a journalist and then they had...
Was he a journalist here or was he a journalist in Haiti?
Both.
Both.
He's still a journalist.
What?
Yeah.
For like a newspaper company?
Yeah.
What? I never knew that.
Yeah, he be low key, but you know the Haitian community know him though. If you know, it's kind of like
is he the one on the radio?
Yeah, yeah, that's my dad. That's my dad.
Ah, that's crazy. I did not know that was your dad.
But yeah, he a journalist, and then back in Haiti, like he was teaching classes about communication, and like at the house, every single moment he'll tell us stories about like his stories back in the day and how he used to be so disciplined and how people congratulate him about being disciplined. He always getting on me about being disciplined. So I feel like him always telling me to be disciplined and stuff like that, you got to be on your 10 toes. That's how I am too, because I would have missed out on a lot of money not being disciplined too. And a lot of people see that. Like, you know, if you say 7:30, I'm going to pull up like 7:30 because that's your time, that's my time, and that's my reputation too.
Time is money.
Exactly.
Fuck with people time, you fucking with people money.
Exactly. You don't want to fuck with nobody money, especially mine. So I'm going to stay on my 10 toes, and that's like something he taught me. So I get what you're saying. Father figure is definitely somebody, because you're not finna like...
Well, father figure, brother, somebody related to you. I wouldn't say related to you, but somebody that's close to you and older than you that can help you.
Like a mentor.
Yeah. Well, mentor, but it's whatever they play their role as. Just helping you walk that thin line of right from wrong, help you not make those stupid and bad decisions that can end up you risking your freedom in life.
Yeah, on God.
Yeah. Is there a couple of times where you said fuck certain dreams and focused on like other things?
Nah, hell no.
So this dream of Sauce Supply, that's something you've always wanted.
Yeah, like I'm not much of a quitter. I feel like if you're a quitter, that just means you didn't find the right place or you didn't find the right way to do it. I mean, unless the dream is that unattainable. But if it's that unattainable, then it wouldn't be your dream, like a realistic dream. So, like if I put my mind on something, I'm a man of my word, so I'm gonna do it. So but I ain't never feel like quitting nothing.
I don't feel like a dream. I feel like it's okay for sometimes a dream to
be unattainable, because
it's who can tell you that you're not gonna be that one thing or accomplish whatever the fuck you want to do.
No, but when I mean when I'm at unattainable, I'm at like shit. I could be like, I wish I want to fly type shit, like literally fly. That's what I meant. But I get what you're saying though. Like, nobody know what you're capable of until you do it for real. So it's like when I was 15 or 10 to 15, nobody knew that I'd be who I am right now. But, you know, it's just me to be able to put myself in that position to be who I am. And then now people, like, when you think of Smooth, you think of everything that I'm doing right now. It's like you just got to put yourself in the position. You just got to make a name for yourself, basically. So, yeah, that's how I feel about that.
So what are some of your hidden talents? Because I know you play piano. And earlier you kind of told me you dropped the album. And it's crazy because I kind of did see that on your Instagram. Like late night, I was going through it. And you released it like, I would say a couple months ago. Like
no, I released it November 22nd, 2019.
Last year.
Yeah.
How did that go, releasing out your album?
Oh, yeah, that's a story in itself. But as far as, let me answer your first question. Hidden talents. Some people say, I don't think it's a hidden talent, but some people say that everything that I say sounds believable. So I just got like a charismatic voice. Like if I were to tell you I just made like $1 million, you probably would believe me. I don't know. That's what somebody
Well, you
told me.
kind of do have that voice of like I was telling you that from before when you was helping me with the lights. You kind of have that voice of a narrator or like somebody. If I was listening to like an audible book, it would be like, I wouldn't say your voice, but it sounds like, I don't know, it sounds like you can easily persuade somebody to do certain things.
Yeah, that's what they be saying. They be saying I'm a persuasive person, but I mean, to be honest, I'm in the game for so long. That's how you got to be as a marketer. You got to persuade if you want to sell. That's just how it is. But I mean.
But I feel like it's also the way you come off. You don't come off as somebody that's gonna hurt somebody, that's gonna betray somebody, that's gonna not be responsible, be accountable for for certain things.
Yeah, that's something my dad taught me. Like he taught me, you got to know who you're speaking to, and you got to come. There's a mixture of a good conversation, but the first mixture is respect, and the second mixture is knowing who you're speaking to, and a couple more things is to be able to interact with that person. That just goes off with knowing who you're speaking to. So, like, if you could tell somebody is this type of way, and if you could like add on to it or mold with who that person is, then that person is gonna fuck with you. So say, if you on this type of way, you think this type of way, I could just speak to you in that type of way, and then you gonna mess with me. But that might sound fake, but if you unless you overstep your boundaries into where like you acting fake, I just feel like that's how you interact with people. Like if you meet somebody new and they like something that you might like, if they're passionate about it, if you know about it, if you can speak to them about it, that's how you can have good conversations with people. Like people gonna like you more if you interact with them. So some people just don't know how to interact.
Definitely. I also feel like
Your second question, my bad. But keep going.
I was gonna say with you interacting with people, I feel like when you get a chance to meet somebody and be actually cool with them, and you get a chance for some like people to like you, I feel like it's a lot more easier. Well, I wouldn't say easier, but people, you never know what somebody can do for you in the long run. So being nice, or you taking care of somebody, you just actually having that type of personality where people feel like they can gravitate towards you, whether they feel like they have problems or anything.
Yeah.
You never know what somebody can do to you can do for you in the future, because you never know what this person could be. You never know if that person's gonna be really famous or somebody powerful and somebody in politics.
That's why I tell my homeboys too. Like me, one thing about me, I'm gonna be nice to everybody, cause.
So it's not more so being fake, because if you give out that energy, you get that energy back.
Exactly. I'm gonna come with anybody with respect, and it's your decision to treat me with the same respect or not. But that's the same thing my dad taught me. He always said this one thing. He said don't laugh at people's suffering, and don't cause their suffering either. So I'm never gonna laugh at nobody suffering too. That's one thing I feel like that make me real too. Cause a lot of people, like, they might genuinely like not fuck with it. You get what I'm saying? Or they might not mess with your suffering. I mean, or they might cause you to suffer and they don't care. But me, I'm kind of like subconscious about that. But to answer your question though, like, I get what you're saying. But I was saying how I feel like I'm nice to everybody, because you never know who you're talking to. And especially a businessman, you don't know who you're talking to.
And that's what I was saying, because you never know if that person could help you out in the long run, depending on how you treat them with just respect, being a nice person, whether you guys may not agree or, you guys may disagree to certain problem. It's always nice to treat somebody the right way, because you never know if they can take care of you in the future.
Exactly. I got this one story. I had met this one dude. And he was like, I don't remember what the situation was, but I remember that I helped him out, and I didn't need to help him out. You know what I'm saying? And then
Was he homeless?
No. It was more like, it was some dude. I don't remember the situation really, but I remember the conversation.
You was
we
just
had
helping
after.
somebody out.
I just helped him out, and then it's like, hey, thanks, man. Like, I seen that you ain't have to do all that stuff. I'm actually this type of guy.
What did you end up doing for him?
Hold on. So we speaking. I'm like, yeah, that's just the type of guy I am. Like, I'm not. I just have a kind heart, whatever. So a couple weeks later, I'm really trying to find the spot to make some shirts. Now, I walk in the store, and guess who's working there?
It's the guy?
It's the guy. So he's like, what you doing here? Like, I'm like, oh yeah, I do. I make shirts, whatever. He like, oh, that's crazy, bro. Like, I just got this job. Like, oh my, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, that's crazy. So we chopped it up a little minute. So now I'm like, all right, so I'm trying to get to work. So what's the prices, whatever? He's like, you know what? You got it. You got it for the free.
So he just ended up taking care of it.
Yeah, he took care of that package. And I mean, it wasn't for me specifically, because I do clothes for other people too. Because I gotta spread love around. But it wasn't for me. But if it was for me, I would have felt more appreciative. But like, he still like looked out for me.
He took care of the package.
Yeah, he took care of the package too. So it's kind of like, you never know.
That's what I'm saying. You never know around. In the long run what you do for somebody. They may, always remember that and know
exactly
next time, they got you, they can take care of you.
Now imagine if I didn't help him out and he seen that I didn't help him out, even if I could,
got charged.
I would have got charged. Now it's kind of like
charge.
if you don't do something one time, it's gonna come around and bite you in the butt.
Yeah, it's karma.
Exactly.
That's how karma works. That's why I said the energy you put out is the energy that you receive.
For sure.
It's not even being fake. If you're always nice to people, if you're genuinely a good person, and you don't have any bad intentions of harming people, then that shouldn't ever happen to you. I'm not saying it's not gonna happen to you, because life does happen, shitty situations does happen, but it's not. It's less like, I would say it's less likely for like people would want to harm you, would want to do anything for you, when you get a chance to actually be that type of person for people.
Yeah, for sure.
And 2021 is ending in 3 months. So what are some of the plans you got planned for next year?
I mean, if this year don't work out, as far as these last 3 months,
for 2021.
All right, so I got plans to make like a dedicated female line. So sauce women. I'm finna dabble in that market.
I thought you already sell clothes for women.
Yeah, for sure. I got some stuff for women, but I'm talking about dedicated pieces.
So like sandals.
Yeah, stuff
heels.
like that. Pieces that guys not wearing. You know what I'm saying?
Like, a little 2-piece.
Hey, I'm not even finna spill it, but just know, whoever's watching, look out for that.
So you got some stuff coming for 2021 for the females.
For 2021, and I want to make more music too. But I'm not a rapper though. I just could do it. You know what I'm saying? And that reminds me of the story about how I started my first album.
Well, before we get into it, I don't want you to look at it as you're a rapper and you're making music.
An artist, put it like that.
Yeah, an artist, but like you said, from 12 to 7, you're creating art. You're somebody, you like to be up when a lot of people are sleeping. So if you would like to venture off and write movies, make music, do poetry or paintings, it's not bad. I'm not saying that you are a rapper, but it's not bad to say, yeah, you make music, because a lot of times making music could be therapeutic.
Yeah.
A lot of times making music could be for yourself, and when you listen to it, it gives you that inspiration not only to do, to be better in music and for other people to hear it eventually, but for you to be greater in yourself.
Oh God.
So with you making music, for you to not say that you're a rapper, you're an artist, and that's something that's great. That's something that you shouldn't look upon like, oh, I make music on the side. No, you make music. You do a lot of things, and that's something really good. And that's something you should take into that. Not a lot of people can do multiple things. A lot of times people are focused on doing one thing.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of people have 9-to-5 jobs, and people are focused into just one thing. So you should be more proud of that. You're able to branch out and be a rapper and express yourself in different things and do all of these doing like the editing for these people businesses and making music, all of that stuff. I think all of that stuff is great.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even mean it like that, but I feel you. But when I said that, I was trying to defer from the negative connotations of being a rapper.
Yeah, that's very fucking true though.
Yeah, because I mean,
you don't pop any pills.
Yeah, I'm not popping no pills. Matter of fact, I had watched this interview from 21 Savage, because he dropped his album the other day.
Big facts.
Yeah, you watched it too?
Yeah.
So now he talking about, he said he not a rapper. He
Denzel Washington.
Yeah, he an actor.
Yeah.
And he said he not really killing these niggas for real right now. And he gave a great example.
It's more so for entertainment.
Yeah, exactly. So like, I just feel like I'm an entertainer.
Yeah.
So whatever it is that I'm spitting, I might not be hitting that shit for real. I mean, it can be done, but you know what I'm saying. At the end of the day, it's for entertainment, because we at the end of the day, we just trying to get some money for it.
Yeah, and I think it's also good that somebody like you can think of, okay, I have a business. I'm doing all of these videos for people. I'm making designs for women. I'm making designs for men. I'm doing this for your business. I think it's good that you have a time to yourself still within doing all of those crazy things where you can focus. do music and just make something that'll, I would hope, when like with your next album, you can eventually reach a lot more people.
Oh yeah, my next album gonna be hard. I'm telling you, it's gonna be hard. Oh God, it's gonna be hard. But as far as my first album though, it just kind of came out the blue. To be honest, I didn't plan on making no music. It just came like spontaneously because I had like a couple beats that sitting, of course, and it's funny because my homeboy, my man's wanted to make a song for fun. So I'm like, all right, cool. I mean, I got the beats for you. I can mix you up real nice. Then at the end, like he said, nah, he not fucking with it. So now, you feel me? In an attempt to like show him that it's super easy, I'm like, yo, like this is how you do it. So now I did it for him. Like I just made a little song with everything. I'm like, yo,
You got addicted.
Kind of fire.
You got addicted.
So I'm like, yeah, because I mean, I could do it. I've been on these programs for a minute now, so I know what to do. Like I have a voice, I could sing. I'm.
You can sing?
Yeah, I could sing. I play the piano, and when church was open, like I was the choir director for my church.
Choir director. So you wasn't in the choir. You was the choir director.
I was the director. I mean, I'll go in there and be a tenor or a soprano here and there, but like, you know, my thing is, you know, making the music and making sure everybody's straight with it. Cause I'm musically inclined, so I can hear the notes in my head. I play by ear too. So, but back to my album though. So to make a long story short, I made a song, and I'm like, yo, I could do this. So then I set a goal for myself. I made 7 songs in 7 days.
7 songs in 7 days.
7 songs in 7 days.
After you made that first song, fucking around with your friend.
Yeah. So then I made the first song from his bars to show him how it would have been done. But after I done mixed it and put myself on the track, I'm like, yo, I sound good. And then I made my first song as Smooth. Then like I had made 7 songs in 7 days. It's a 10 track album though, but I made 7 songs and I made it like the 2 more songs because there's an interlude on there. Then I made the 2 more songs the next week. Then I mixed it the next week, and then I put it out on all streaming platforms. By the way, it's called Turn Me Up. Go check that out.
So, what's some game you would give to your younger self that you know now that you could What's a game that you would give to your younger self that you know now that could possibly change your life?
Some game I would give to me?
Yeah. Future you would be able to give to past you.
Well, right now or later? Like game I would give to myself
game
right
you
now?
got now that you would be able to give it to somebody later. Not somebody, but yourself in the past.
Okay. So
that would change your life. That would change your whole dynamic perspective of everything.
So
something that you wish you knew that you were younger that would probably start a whole bunch of things, even though you already did shit.
I'll tell myself to hop on Photoshop way earlier than I hopped on Photoshop. Because Photoshop is my moneymaker for sure.
Is that where you do the cover art and the logos and stuff like that?
Photoshop and Illustrator, yeah. I would have told myself, hop on Photoshop. I would tell myself, learn more coding languages, because that's another moneymaker too.
Coding languages?
Yeah.
What is that?
Code. So how websites are formed, how apps are formed. Yeah, stuff like that. I would have told myself, I would have taught myself at an early age too. Because a lot of people that code, you know, it's either they started early or they really got into it at one point in time and now they're real good. So I feel like the time that I was wasting playing the game back in the day, I would have been learning some HTML. That would have took me.
It's crazy because I still don't know. I don't know nothing about that. That's a whole different lane.
Yeah, you got to literally sit down and think about it because it's not what people think. It's really hard, but you just got to be committed to it. You just got to know a few things. It's kind of like every other thing. You just got to be committed. You just gotta know certain stuff.
I feel like that's important because the way the future and the way 2021 and 2022 and the next decade is going to look like, learning these codes and technology, how app works, how these companies work, how to run ads, how to do drop shipping, all of that stuff is important on what we talked about.
Yeah, because back in the day, nobody's really talking about that. So, like, I mean, I feel like the game wasn't really like that elevated back in the day, so it's not their fault.
How did you get a chance to learn all of this when you were young?
I had like
If you want to tell people how to learn some of these things that you were mentioning,
say that again.
like what was some of the stuff that you used to learn?
So the story goes for me. My brother left for college in 2013. That's when I was 13, obviously. So, I used to be like not stuck on my brother, but like we used to be super. I mean, we still tight, but I used to be like a latch on him. You know what I'm saying? Like everywhere he want to go, I go. I want to go. And so like all I knew was my brother. Like I wasn't really like trying to do it, nothing else but play basketball and stuff like that. But after he left, that kind of gave me like a whole bunch of time and a whole bunch of space, and I just filled it up with a whole bunch of knowledge.
So, what were some of the things that helped you learn about drop shipping and like code? You were saying code.
So yeah, when he
You
left,
said Photoshop, all of these different things.
when he
Like,
left, I started making beats because like that's when I started getting into Fruity Loops and Pro Tools and stuff like that. I started becoming more of a pianist. I didn't learn the code until my freshman year or my sophomore year.
High school or
like that.
college?
College. I mean high school. Sorry. And as far as like the drop shipping and stuff like that, that just comes with sauce. Cause when you in this type of business, you just know a whole bunch of more stuff. Cause it's kind of like a stepping stool. If you think about it like visually, let's just say starting a business is a stepping stool, and then when you step on that stool, you can see way more. Because everybody else, not literally, but they're literally on the ground. So it's not their fault that they don't see some things. You just got to be there to know what can be done.
so when you guys were starting Sauce Supply, that's when you guys started to realize there's a whole bunch of things you had to learn, and that's what helped you guys able to learn how to code and learn all of these different things that was needed for business.
For sure, because websites, nobody knows. Because a lot of people that come to me for websites, they think it's just like a hop, skip, and a jump. And then you good. Like, it's not like that.
You can't
like,
be skipping the process. You got to learn.
Exactly. So when we started Sauce, we had to obviously make the website. Website was up. We had to know how to do some shipping because we were shipping out stuff.
So just learning the process of shipping, handling,
all that
and
other
just
stuff.
doing it yourself helps you learn the whole.
Exactly.
I feel like it also gives you that advantage because not the average consumer, I don't think they actually, I wouldn't say know how to do it, but once you're actually doing it for your business and you want to take extreme care and you want to make sure your consumers and customers are taken care of and you dive into all of that, it definitely gives you an advantage because not a lot of people know how to do some of these things.
Yeah,
because a lot of times we're just looking to buy most of the shit.
Yeah, you'll go in a store and then you will never really understand how that piece got to the store, or you'll order something and you never like really think about like, unless you high as fuck, like yo, how the fuck this shit got here the next day? How the fuck
1 day shipping, 2 day shipping, all that shit be crazy.
So you don't really be thinking about it until you gotta like you in that market. So now you like you working for Amazon or you know you got your own business now. You have to know because when you order something, because I see you got your little sauce fit on. Now when you order something and then it don't come in 3 to 5 days, now you hitting me up like, where my package at? Now I gotta know where it's at, even though I don't really know where it's at. I gotta know how it gets to you. I gotta know that it goes to a distribution center. Then that distribution center sends it back to the postal office, and that postal office has a dedicated hour for it to go to, and the tracking number has whatever they got on their phone. So I gotta be like, okay, like where did that go wrong for you not to get that? You feel me? But if you're not doing it, you just thinking, okay, I'm ordering and I'm
ordering and I want it now.
Yeah, exactly.
Amazon said 2 days and I want it in 2 days.
So you don't know.
Fuck the rain, fuck the weather,
exactly.
Fuck the truck, fuck all of that.
You don't know what the 2 days come with. You just know it's 2 days. So like
Definitely.
when you have your business, it's the same thing. You just got to know the ins and outs of what you're doing, unless or else you're not gonna be really successful because you got to be able to hold on and know what the hell you're doing.
And it's crazy because with you saying that, I was reading a book, Black Privilege from Charlemagne the God, what he was talking about. A
Did
lot
he
of
write
people.
books?
Yeah, he right. Yeah, what? Really fucking good books. I'm gonna tell you one thing he was saying in the book. He was talking about with that whole step where people just want to be drug dealers, but you gotta learn how to put the weed in the bag. A lot of times
that's
niggas just
hard.
want to run around thinking they just want to be able to sell weed and do this and do that. You gotta learn how to scale it up.
Yeah.
You gotta learn how to do this. You gotta learn how to do that. You gotta learn how to put the weed in the bag, and then you gotta
know what type of weed it
you
is.
you can't just skip the process and sell weed. There's different types of weed.
You gotta know how to maneuver.
And that applies to a lot of things in life. With putting the weed in the bag, you got to take the process of learning these different things, and you get to obtain, I guess, a different view and different skills by doing that, and you just doing a whole bunch of different methods.
Yeah, for sure. That's a great example too.
Yeah, and definitely Charlamagne the God Black Pill. It's a good book. I ain't think he was, going
Snapping like that.
He's snapping like that, but the way he write it, he definitely makes it a lot easier and shit. But definitely got to
check
put
that
the weed
out.
in the
Check
bag.
that out.
Smooth, I appreciate you for coming on. We hit the time limit. Hopefully, could have you come on again. Is there anything you want to say, like a last piece of game to the youngins who want to start up their small business or anything?
It's cliche, but like just keep going, because the only person that you got is yourself. You got your own brain, you got your own vision. You just gotta open the blinds for everybody to see it. That's it.
Well, appreciate you for coming on, Smooth. Thank
For
you.
sure.
You already know.